later matches as well.
That is an excellent point, but we'll have to talk more about that later. We are off.
I see we have Elena on the left-hand side.
And Luigi on the right. What are these first chests? A torch? An herb? And the always there magic key. Do we have any spells? Nope.
Both runners checking their stats. They're finding out the relatively good news that they have good hit point. Oh no. Oh, that's not too bad.
I swear I did not roll this seed. Ooh, and
Oh.
both runners defeating their first enemies. Game Boy with the critical move, aka Kaishin no Ichigeki. And
Oh my gosh. A mirror on both sides.
Yep. 11, 6, 2, 2. And what was that new spell? Return.
Oh, they could have used that at level 1, but...
So we're gonna have to earn our way to another magic key. Maybe we'll find Rimmeldar early.
Who knows? It looks like the left-hand side of Tantagel is nothing.
Well, I wouldn't say nothing. After all, we have a lot of relatively easy-to-defeat enemies over here.
Yeah, looks like experience is the way to go on this seed, and I would probably do this exact same thing.
And Game Boy has just gotten another level up. Both builds are the same, so let's see. 11, 10, 0, and 2.
That's have a lot of strength.
A lot of strength, but no HP to go along with it. We have a fellow member in the community, Empty Eye, that likes to see such interesting levels. Unfortunately, Game Boy probably did not appreciate that. As the Sea Wolf.
I think he expected that kind of damage.
Well, okay, you may have liked it. But the Sea Wolf, well, at least he is now up to level 3, and I think he's going to go... No, he... Wait a second. Ooh, here's level 4. With 4, 12, 15, 4, and Radiant.
And Game Boy, by the skin of his teeth, he's got a droll.
And what you may have just missed, folks, the Sea Wolf saw a huge swamp field and just chose to return to take the early death, I guess, instead of, better the familiar swamp than the new swamp, I guess.
And Game Boy is going to try to take out the Scorpion, which didn't decide to stick around.
Well, we have another one.
And this one's sticking around.
No, it's not. It is... Yeah. So, yeah, according to our tracker, Cyberdark, this is a very swamp-locked situation. Ooh, and this is also a heavy fire-breathing situation. The Drakima's having the Dragon Lord 2 breath.
But we haven't seen much of the direct. Wow, that's a lot of magic. And was that sleep and stop spell?
I thought it was heard, but I'd missed it on the replay. We will get confirmation from chat shortly. But yeah, 11120.
To be fair, at the very least, they have extra magic power now for whatever they decide to do.
Well, if it is sleep, then we will soon, see, but I don't think I've seen Game Boy use hurt yet. Admittedly, with the enemies here, it wouldn't be necessary, but hopefully we will get confirmation soon enough. Seawolf is about to check, thanks to this level up.
I think hurt would only be useful against the Drolls at this point. even then, only minimally.
And Game Boy, unfortunately not strong enough to cross the swamp. So, at some point, we're gonna have to decide, when do you just make a break for it, or you know...
Oh, that is the ultimate taunt. The Drakemouse cast Heal and Breathe, Fire Lord, or Dragon Lord Breath.
Oh my gosh. And here I was hoping just the land would be crazy enough. So Game Boy is hoping for the exploration lead, is able to get through. Oh! That's a troll.
Wow, the towns are pretty locked behind some stuff here.
Yeah, in order to get through this, we have to go north. And we don't have a lot of spells to do it. So Game Boy chose an interesting strategy. Use Return while in Tangential Castle, so that you already start on a swamp tile and thus save 2 hit points.
I wouldn't quite put it to that point. I think it's more along the fact that it's a little bit quicker, and you don't really have that much MP. And Drolls decided that they finally can finally cast Sleep.
So right now it's back to the grind. As far as the next target level goes, that is 165 experience points. But we've had double Drakima Dragon Lord 2 deaths.
They high-fived on their patient beds.
So let's hope this next set of enemies works out instead. Ooh, Seawolf1 just needs to defeat one more enemy.
And he gets a scorpion.
There we go. Numbers 2, 5, 3, 2.
And no spell.
And, Xylon the Aged? I had nothing to do with this one. This is our restreamer seed. Captain Green 7.
We are certainly getting some interesting seeds this tournament. This is a pretty nasty one. Except for the one that I raced in last time, and that was kind of boring. Very simple.
With all of the interesting seeds we've had, sometimes the simple ones are the ones we yearn for, so...
That is very fair.
Alright, Game Boy is attempting an exploration path, but is about to get level 6 as well.
I think he believes he'll get heal or some type of heal at this level. At this point,
no spells at level 6.
Unfortunately. But at this point, I'd probably also be kicking myself for using the herb way too soon.
Alright, Game Boy is going up, sees potential relief, but in a new zone. Skeletons are amok. And with that one hit, crossing the swamp is not going to happen.
But he's still gonna go, and no towns.
Not at the border, anyway.
This is, pretty unfriendly. I'm not
All
sure
we have... Go ahead.
I'm not sure what Game Boy is planning by doing the exploration attempt again. I would be pretty hardcore grinding at this point.
What I think Game Boy is hoping to do is not encounter an enemy, or if so, run. And then... get past the desert.
And ooh.
We're basically hoping for an immediate town.
Hey, an important bridge! The seat is already better.
Alright, in the plains, still no town in sight. There's one. And it's Cole!
Wow, okay, now he has a much better chance of accomplishing things.
At least if the search spot below the fountain has something, and it does! Erdrick's token.
Doesn't have much gold, though.
Well,
he's able to buy the only thing that he possibly can use at this point, which is leather armor.
I do not blame the purchase at all. Get a little bit of defense and...
And the golem decides that he does not belong in this world.
Seawolf has a level 4, 11, 11, 1. There's your sleep spell at level 7.
I wouldn't be too concerned about sleep at this point.
I don't know how many enemies we can easily take out with sleep right now. I'm sure I can look it up, but...
In terms of strength, you can probably do things like Droll Magi and Druin Lord and maybe a Wraith Knight. But you're kind of risking it, especially with no armor.
Or very little armor. The leather armor only gives +4 defense.
And it looks like Seawolf has made it past the swamp.
And with health to spare. And actually put that Droll Magi to sleep. So we may get a kill. I said may, come on.
He should have went for the final hit there. Because sleep, I don't think sleep is 100% against it.
Well, in this case...
He did what I said.
And up 2NG brings up an excellent point as we have Goldman taking out the Seawolf. Crossing that swamp is the new zone.
It looks like the weight of gold has claimed another victim.
I'm sure you just made a pun, but I could not tell what it was.
Gold on the periodic table is one of the heavier elements. It's something like 1.5 times that of iron.
That... My apologies that you did not get a reaction out of me.
You're fine.
Now you were the one that missed my joke.
I apparently did.
We'll be here all night, folks, as the Game Boy is focusing on the grind for experience, and Seawolf is hoping to find a town, which is most likely going to be Cole, unless we see a split path.
And spooky, scary skeletons is no longer spooky and scary.
However, Seawolf's health is scary. Oh!
And we have our first metal slime find. Unfortunately, it did not stay for long.
Alright, Seawolf has found Cole and is about to search under the fountain, or technically south of the fountain. There's the token. Now, how much gold does Seawolf have? Ooh, 233. Even if you spend some for the inn, we can maybe purchase something else.
We can... I don't remember if there's a copper sword, but ooh, he's going for herbs. Not a bad option with the amount of strength you have, as well as the hit points and, attack power.
Indeed.
I was going to say, you don't see many people go for the item shop at Cole, simply because it takes forever to get there.
But in this case, also going to invest in the 2 extra defensive points, so... That'll certainly help. Alright, Game Boy has now gone up to level 7. At the very least, our runners are gaining levels early on this seed.
That is true.
What they really could use is a healing spell.
Or Game Boy to have enough money to actually buy herbs, which he does not.
Ooh, Demon Knight. It has hurt, but in the battle of Stop Spell versus Stop Spell wins.
As does Shadow Boxing.
And thus, Seawolf thought he'd get ahead, but apparently not, for thou art dead. I will eventually improve my, lack of tone depth, or whatever that is.
Don't worry about it. It takes people a long time to figure out how to ad-lib something like that.
Oh, ad-libbing's not the problem. The problem is doing it with the actual sweet-sounding voice.
You'll get there. Just a little bit more practice in front of the mirror.
Uh-oh, Wolf Lords are there.
Wolf Lords are not a bad option there. Why are you casting Hurt against Wolf Lords?
Because the Wolf Lord is apparently asleep.
Yeah, I'd punch it. He has more than enough strength.
Well, Game Boy felt like casting Hurt, and it at least worked out.
I'm just showing bias.
Well, you do have more experience with the game than I do, so... Alright, what else is in this shop? Small shield. So we have the defensive options available at Cole, but not a lot of affordable offense.
Not yet, at least. And it looks like Game Boy may not be trying to get herbs, which could work out for him, could not. Oh, nope, I'm wrong.
Uh-oh, Blue Dragon sighting, fortunately able to run away. But we need to find another location. Ooh, swamp, or double back.
Seawolf does have enough herbs to go through this swamp. However, an Axe Knight may not decide to let him through.
Trying to sleep once, twice... Nope.
Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like Game Boy is searching the northern part and finding out that it is indeed a branching path at this point.
For the record, I think Axe Knights have a very high resistance to sleep, so effectively...
Yeah, it wouldn't have been my plan.
Yeah, that's the short end of it. Seawolf is almost at level 8. Just needs about 20 more experience 30 more experience points left.
And Game Boy gets past the Axe Knight to find out there is nothing there.
So in this case, neither swamp nor swamp is correct.
Ooh, very unfriendly. And I think that's a minimal roll.
Minimum roll Axe Knights?
Roll again to get hit by the Armored Knight.
Oh, Armor Knight, excuse me. Here's the next level up. Level 8 for Seawolf. The numbers 1, 0, 0, 2, but is the spell worth it? Yes, it is. Heal more!
That will open up the seed.
Now, right now, our runners have only 5 castings of Heal More, so not a lot to work with.
It may not be much to work with, but their hit points is low enough that they may only be able to get 1 or 2 castings. And we have a Metal Slime again, and it's gone again.
The next number to focus on for experience points is 975. So Seawolf is now moving north of Coal, finds another Demon Knight, and is able to get away. Game Boy is putting Rogue Scorpions to sleep, and is basically going to... Oh, hold on, that was a quick wake-up. We have another town. But a green dragon guards it.
We may not see it with the green dragon here.
Accidental manipulation for the win? Whatever works for Seawolf. As we find Garanham.
Not as useful as we hope.
Well, we get a weapon that Seawolf doesn't want to buy.
I think werewolves have a 50 to 75% chance to fall asleep. I may be wrong. And agility is high enough that you can probably run from a werewolf without too many issues. Oh, Game Boy finding the Metal Slime for the first time.
And it's sticking around right now.
I don't know why.
Don't taunt the Metal Slime with sleep there. It typically doesn't work.
Casted hurt.
Hurt, yeah, sorry. Skeleton has shown up on Seawolf's side. But at this point, the skeleton cannot do too much.
It looks like Game Boy is trying to grind, and grind only, instead of going to search for Garanham.
And another big swamp. Now, for the record, our runners could have the choice to put on a variation flag. None of our runners wanted that. This is a standard seed. It just happens to have a lot of swamp at the start. And the middle. And probably the end, too.
Well, Charlock is probably going to end up being in a wide open plain. You know, pretty daisies and everything flying around.
Ooh, cave sighting! It is dark. With the torch, we learn it's Garen's grave.
This could be important if there's a key in it.
But even if we don't find a key, there's still 3 accessible chests all in a row.
Statement from chat regarding the hand axe. That may be indeed a good option for him to go for.
Unfortunately, a blue dragon is patrolling Garen's grave, so we will not get those treasure chests yet.
It may not be a red one, but it sure didn't let Seawolf have fun.
And... okay, first the Drakey runs away from Seawolf, then Seawolf runs away from the Drakey. Is this an unexpected game of tag?
I've seen stranger things happen.
Fair enough, Shoobs. Fair enough.
Like, excellent blow! It is dodging.
So while our runners are trying to get back to the nearest good town or cave... Oh, hold on, we have a question in chat here. So, Clockwork asks, how hard is it to get into playing this randomized? Do you have to worry about vanilla? Clockwork, I am someone that has never played the vanilla game, and even I've played a few seeds of this. It does take me longer than the average runner's time on this, but even I've been able to beat a seed in about 3 hours. Now, admittedly, you just have to know what the key items are and make sure that you turn on fast experience gain if you want to have a reasonable time. Because the vanilla formula is grindy.
Yeah, it's the vanilla version that I'm really good at because I understand which enemies to fight when.
So, to get back to what I was saying here, let's at least, for those that are unfamiliar with our runners, the gameboyf9, founder of Randomania, which is where we are, and has enjoyed randomizers ever since the beginning. Dragon Warrior Randomizer is what brought him in. I'll talk about the Seawolf after we talk about the town, Oxness. We're likely coming back, but Seawolf wants to see who the Guardian is.
It could be something that can be killed, but we won't know that just yet. Especially if the Spectre keeps popping up in his face.
Well, hopefully Seawolf can take out the Spectre so we can see who's on the Guardian tile. At least I call it Guardian tile, some call it Spike tiles. Let's see. Stonemen.
It's possible to kill. It may take a while.
And Seawolf is saying no to that right now. Let's at least talk about Seawolf for a short bit. Also familiar with a number of other randomizers, including Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Also messed with the Chaos Mode flags, though perhaps he doesn't like to talk much about that. Still, both have managed to get some impressive wins throughout the tournament. Game Boy, admittedly, had a loss to Tyrannix, won against WMD88, lost to McGrew, the developer of this randomizer, and won against a tie-dye guy. Seawolf won against Janazeel, lost to Dataplat, won to Tyrannix, and lost to Silverfire.
Now, keep in mind, we as racers actually fear Game Boy because he is very analytic in everything that he does. So for him to lose 3 games is really unexpected.
Well, he's only lost 2 right now. So no matter what, both gameboyf9 and Seawolf1 are guaranteed to participate in the play-in race to make it to the brackets. But whoever wins can skip that play-in race and just immediately move on. We are fast approaching level 9 for both of our players here.
Ooh, another Metal Slime sighting, and it is actually sticking around. And he's trying to burn it. He's not having much luck here.
I think metal slimes have a high resistance to hurt. But Seawolf is the first. to level 9. 1, 1, 13, 1.
Well, the 13 hit points will make the Stone Man a little bit safer. Not much, just a little.
But otherwise, the level ups have slowed down.
And Demon Knights with their dodging is, you know...
It always is. But fortunately, with Heal More available, it is at least possible to survive as long as you're not stop-spelled. There we go! gameboyf9 is now on level 9. The next target is 1500.
That may be somewhat difficult to get. And, Game Boy did buy a hand axe, just letting you know.
I had missed that purchase earlier, but that is good to know. And thank you, Jay Coper, for letting us know, Metal Slime Hurt competitions are apparently a thing. And Fuller's asking, what? Luigi is in Dragon Quest? Yes, part of the new, well, technically the Luigi sprite has been around for quite some time in Dragon Warrior Randomizer. I mean, it was either that or Mario, one of the two. But we have a lot more sprites available in the current version.
Like a Linner over here. It is a little sad that she's not carrying around a little sword, though. Or a shield.
Alright, Wolf Lords are put to sleep, and here we see the difference. Game Boy was using Hurt strategies, Seawolf was using Physical. Both ended up working. And now we get double Wolf Lord punishment.
They are certainly high-fiving on the experience quite a bit.
However, with that hand axe purchase, Game Boy has the attack power advantage, which will allow defeating these enemies that much quicker.
And he has the armor advantage, too. Won't matter much if you're trying to kill a red dragon, but you know.
Will Wagner with the interesting mathematical and philosophical questions here. You have to, with metal slimes, you, okay, here's that hand axe purchase for Seawolf. So yeah, 3 hits on the metal slime are necessary, but each fight is 50-50. Whereas 1 hurt is about 1/16. But for each of those 3 swings, assuming they hit, you have to worry about the metal slime running away. Is hurt perhaps not a bad strategy? Shoobs?
I mean, it's a strategy. I don't know how effective it would be regarding the running. However, I'd probably be just, swinging anyways, just in case of an excellent move on the metal slime.
Fair point. Attack power is now even between both of our runners. gameboyf9 still with the defensive advantage. And another metal slime. But not having luck landing the hits. So going back to hurt. And the Goldmen, golems, they're all over. I kind of have to wonder if finding the fairy flute is worth it. As Game Boy now finds and leaves Hawksness.
He didn't even want to see the guy there. That's unfortunate.
Well, maybe, maybe not. May come back.
I don't know. I mean, I think he had a moderate chance of killing the Stone Man, even with these stats and hit points. But, you know, it's his choice. Especially if he got a critical blow.
Double metal slap, never mind. Game Boy's had his run away. And Seawolf is unfortunate as well. I think we're on a new part of the overworld here.
I think so as well.
We have magicians over here, easy pickings.
And Game Boy has found the western side of the map.
How can you tell easily that it's the western side?
Because the land tends to have a sharp cutoff, and the randomizer tends to have at least a little bit of wiggle room every once in a while. And both players are dead.
Game Boy was so confused by the green dragon, it must have hit an extra button by mistake. As long as we don't time travel back, we should be fine.
But yeah, to emphasize, it's pretty easy to figure out if you're on an edge of the map if the coastline is that straight. It's very rare for the coastline to be that straight for that long. Especially two different coastlines just right next to each other.
So there is no wrapping around from one end to the other, like, say, in Final Fantasy VI?
No, there is not. This game can't handle that.
Well, at the very least, we don't have to worry about donut-shaped land, so...
I don't know, a donut would be nice.
Donuts.
Donuts.
Seawolf going against the Goldman right now. And I think that was just a runaway, so let's try this werewolf instead. Oh, never mind.
Oh no, Game Boy is dying to sleep.
And I think Chad has heard our request. Thank you, Chad.
Oh, it's not quite a high spirit stream. We don't have Nature Valley bars.
Actually, I think I do in my office.
We're not in your office. We're at home, I hope.
Your hope is well-founded. And, Game Boy has gotten to level 10. Hoping for a good level. 3, 3, 4, 1. Not what we're looking for.
It's pretty close to Fee Fi Fo Fum.
I just realized that. No giants here, though. And High Spirits is in chat. Again, congratulations on going through 9 Dragon Warrior games in under 90 hours, you madman!
I'm amazed you're even awake. Are you awake? Are you just a hallucination to us all?
Nice critical hit for Seawolf. And we are in a cave. Have we seen this one yet? Well, let's cast Radiant and see. Back to Garen's grave. Hopefully Seawolf is able to handle this dive a little bit better.
He was close. Ouch. Double ouch. And there's the dirt nap.
Now, if Seawolf does have the knowledge of where that cave is, I don't think Game Boy has found it yet.
I don't believe he's found it either. I don't know if he particularly cares too much.
Well, Seawolf is now caught up and has gained an almost Giant's level.
I wonder, High Spirits, are you even able to speak at all at the moment?
With both at level 10, they now need 2175 experience points for the next level.
Not too far away for I'm sorry, Game Boy.
I hope it's Game Boy playing right now. But yeah, Game Boy now has the experience lead. Seawolf still has the exploration lead.
I'm afraid Sleepmore can be resisted, so you might want to wink at him instead.
Alright. I think Game Boy's definitely found a good grind spot. Plenty of enemies that are not so much easy to take out, but relatively doable here. Whereas Seawolf is right now up against a Warlock. Nicely done.
Yeah, I don't think High Spirits is all that... Ooh, he is actually casting Return. Wow.
I think to recharge MP.
I know, that's an interesting choice of things to do at the point at how far away he was. Maybe he's considering some armor upgrades.
Well, considering that Game Boy also was out of Healmores, yeah, definitely makes sense. Has 1,000 gold, doesn't want to lose it. Seawolf is back in Garen's grave.
He's a little fixated on it.
Well, let's see if there's a good reason to. We have an herb, a magic key, ooh, and wings.
Well, I think it's telling him to do a certain thing at this point. I wonder, what do other people think here?
I think Seawolf should head to Tangier, purchase more keys, and then go to the treasury.
I would probably death ward here. You know, kill some things, try to get some more gold so I can buy more keys, and then go to the treasury.
Ah, the Death Warp gold grind. I gotcha, and I think Seawolf agrees with you.
It also may be interesting to see what's in the basement of Tantagel. And I don't think he's winning this fight. He would happen to agree.
But in this case, the death is not that bad. 3 chests have been opened. Tack on the throne room, that's another 3, so that's 6. What Seawolf is going to do now is purchase some more keys, and then is going to open those 4 chests in the Tangier treasury. If the 3rd or 4th chest, which makes 9 or 10, have gold, then we can basically break the economy wide open.
But it's a good question on if that'll happen.
But no, first Seawolf wants to enter the cave.
That's what I would do this.
It is the Staff of Rain Cave.
Unfortunate. If he had the harp, he would be able to have another chest to open and have a better chance at getting a gold grind going. Now, if he really needs to get a gold grind, that's a good question, because it is still somewhat difficult to get to Cole, which I believe only has a silver shield. Oh! He found a gold chest. That may not be good. It was not good.
Triple herbs, and the gold chest is on bottom right. So
That
at the very least, we know it's possible to perform a gold grind.
And High Spirits is real close to getting his level.
You mean Game Boy?
Hey, Game Boy, oh my gosh, I am going to be making this mistake the rest of the night, aren't I? Hey, we found a second cave. Let's see what it is.
That's the first cave. Game Boy has finally found Garen's grave. But first, level 11. What do we have here? 10, 9, 1, 8.
It is a little unfortunate that he did not gain any new spells, but... Oh, he found... Oh, apparently I didn't know where the grave was.
Oh, and Ryusation confirming, due to the gold grind chest glitch, we don't know if the 3rd and 4th chests open in the treasury are necessarily herbs.
And who knows, maybe this time Game Boy will choose the other chests before trying to get the bottom right chest. But we could be wrong. No, he's going to try to kill a... Yeah, he's death warping.
So, we will see how Game Boy plays this.
Who knows if he's even buying new keys? We'll find out.
Yep. The order in which we open the treasury chests matters.
He's not even going to try to check the basement yet. I'll probably do that afterwards.
Let's see. And both runners
Wah, wah, wah.
as... Wait a second. There's
Oh,
magic
we found
keys
a
in there.
Extra keys, nice.
Well,
Dude,
at least we...
herb braiding as a magic key. Wow.
And according to... Wait. Up to NG, are you saying that both runners have the fairy flute out of that? Alright, Chad is saying both runners have fairy flutes, so there we go. We'll go with it.
Good eyes, good eyes. I certainly didn't notice.
That's the joys of the chess glitch. Ends up throwing everyone off. So at the very least, the golems will not be much of a problem. Gold men, however, I don't think they can be put to sleep with the flute. It's just the golems, right? Game Boy, still with the experience lead, needs 3,000 experience total in order to get to level 12. And thank you, Cyberdark Art Tracker, for confirming only flute. This is probably a good time to make sure that you all follow our runners and our staff here, as our runners are giving us a good race, and our staff is doing what we can to make sure you are entertained on all fronts. Captain Green 7 broadcasting this today. Cyberdark 86 tracking. Shoobs. Probably in stunned silence that I'm here making sure everyone is thanked. I don't know.
I do apologize. I was not really thinking of that because I got distracted by real life.
Or that. Seawolf is now at level 11.
And Game Boy is deciding to do another Death War, probably.
Well, we may see, what those bottom two chests are, but also Seawolf has entered Garenham, so we may see what is in those three chests as well as the back cave. So let's see what we have. Chest 1. Gold. Chest 2. Cursed Belt. And chest 3, the sword!
He has the power!
But what's in the stairs?
Another cave!
Which one? Swamp!
Unfortunately, it was not the back entrance of Tantagel, so darn. Oh, that's gonna be painful. Wow, I didn't know Druid Lords had hurt more. Ouch.
So at this time, Seawolf is going to see the other end of the swamp cave. It could be a continent, it could be a different continent, it could be the same continent at a different part. But one person who is certainly glad to explore with us is Demarine2. Thank you for subscribing for 3 months with us on Randomania, as Seawolf enters another immediate cave, this time Tablet Cave.
No, it's
Mountain Cave, excuse me, thank you.
Also, it looks like it is another continent.
And fairy water on the 4th chest, I don't think he went for it. Or maybe he did, yeah. And thank you again, Ryusation. I'm still working on the memorizing these, and I swear I took the entrance paths down before I did this, but apparently I'm still capable of misreading my own notes.
What? Oh, talking about Mountain Cave. Never mind.
Gold is the first chest in the mountain cave.
And we may not see the other ones. Ooh! That's not going to be a good thing. Seawolf is probably not going to check here for a while.
The Silver Harp. Silver Harp is what's used to get the Staff of Rain. Staff of Rain, Stones of Sunlight, and Erdrick's Token are what you need in order to get the Rainbow Drop from the Rainbow Drop Cave.
Ouch. Poor Seawolf, he's heading home.
And so is Game Boy F9 thanks to the Red Dragon.
But Game Boy's was actually desired, not Seawolf. Seawolf is going to make an attempt at opening these chests. I am not 100% certain if this... Yeah, it wasn't a good idea.
If he took the other 3 chests...
Hey, we have a Erdrick sword sighting on Game Boy's side. Unfortunately, it was not the real one.
Oh, but at the very least, the grind continues. Or at least begins, I should say.
If I was a Game Boy, I'd probably try to get the magic armor as well if he's found Garanham.
Well, I know both runners have found coal, and that is where our silver shield is, to my recollection.
Yes. Garanham has both the magic armor and the silver shield.
Well, Game Boy is grinding, so... And, Shoops, why don't you explain to Clockwork how the gold grind is, because, I already tried once and I probably didn't do as good of a job at it.
So, when it comes to old ROMs for Nintendo, they went the route of having, their bytes, confirm whether a chest was taken. So, that leads to an array of 8. 3 chests here in the throne room, and he's opened 5 chests in the Garen's grave. That leads to the entirety of his array for the treasure chests to be full. Can't track any more of that, so the game leaves the treasure chest on the screen, thus you can take it again. So the flag is never properly set, because all the flags in the array are already set.
Also, we had Miss Seawolf gain a huge experience jump. Did he kill a metal slime without us noticing?
I think that is correct. And it's the 9th chest, not the 8th. That is correct.
Well, it could be the 8th if you count 0th as the 1st, but then again, that gets into programming mumbo-jumbo.
Well, I already went into programming mumbo-jumbo.
Wait. Oh, okay. For a moment, I misread that, but Game Boy F9 did upgrade to the Silver Shield and the Magic Armor, it looks like. Oh, also purchasing the Broadsword. Nice.
Not a bad option here.
And Seawolf wants to go up against this Stone Man.
And in reference to what WMD is saying, that's how large a byte is. A byte is 8 slots. And a byte has 8 bits, which is 1, basically.
Oh boy! Seawolf has found that Hawk's Nest is completely abandoned, not even an item.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is the first to gain level 12. 8, 1, 8, 3. No spell. So, I think we know what that means. That means we are going to have to search the overworld for Erdrick's armor.
And considering the layout of this map, it is probably going to be located where these guys don't want to go. And am I seeing this right? Seawolf has not bought any defensive gear whatsoever.
I'd have to double check the stats, but right now Game Boy's about to see a huge increase in stats. There's Erdrick's sword.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice by the Seawolf. Wow.
And, oh, I get it. Seawolf knows Mountain Cave is... Oh, no, it's not Mountain Cave, never mind, it's Swamp Cave, right. Mountain Cave is the next one, so I don't get why those chests were opened. Oh, Seawolf is going to see who is guarding Princess Gwaelin today. It is... the Red Dragon.
Well, there goes his fun.
And Game Boy F9 realizes the same thing.
Is he trying to do... Oh my, he's gonna do a gold grind right here.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is technically possible. Not a traditional gold grind, but it works. Also, Game Boy chose to actually managed to defeat a red dragon, but then fight it again instead of rescuing the princess.
Interesting choice there. But to be fair, he doesn't need to buy anything at this point, which is a good thing. This could put him way ahead or somewhat behind. We don't know yet.
Alright, now the gold grind for Seawolf can commence.
At this point, I'd probably be trying to put those golems to sleep. I think that would be a good option.
In the meantime, Game Boy is now in the Hawk's Nest and is about to learn the bad news.
I don't know if it's... Well, to be fair, he does have to fight a stone man, which, you know, is the most boring enemy in the game, but moving on from that...
Well, remember, none of our runners have found Caitlin yet.
And we have our level 12.
So yeah, 1 hour in and change, both of our runners have hit level 12. Level 13 will require 4,125 experience points.
Oh, and he's kind of risking it for the biscuit here.
Has enough heal mores. I think Game Boy will win this, but then be disappointed by lack of items in Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, I probably would have tried to at least heal up with an herb before stepping on this stat, but that's just me.
And thus, Game Boy learns... Womp womp womp.
If he didn't know, this is the first time he checked that tile. He probably didn't realize he needed to grab the princess. That, and he doesn't have outside. And he grabs an extra X-Knight. Nice!
I'm not sure I know what you're referring to there. I think both Game Boy and Seawolf have done the search spot now.
At this point, yes, but he was at the Red Dragon earlier, and he didn't pick up the princess because he probably had to fight the dragon again, and realized he probably couldn't.
Ah, you are right. We don't have outside yet. For that matter, the spells that we're missing right now are Heal, Outside, Repel, and Hurt More. It is guaranteed we will hit level 16 and have all the spells by that point. I'm sure I could have said that better, but hopefully the intent is clear. Uh-oh. Seawolf... Okay, Seawolf should be fine. Has another heal more if available. And, yes, Ouija, you know what? You want the old man to say where am I? We'll do that, sure.
So Game Boy is finally checking past the swamp to see what's over here. Wait, I think he may have already gone here. Never mind.
Honestly, let's see. Where is Game Boy? Be a little easier to tell once the Axe Knight is defeated. There we go. Alright, Seawolf is now caught up defensively.
And lost his spacing experience-wise. Man, this has been really back and forth.
As I said, this would be a nail-biter. So now it's a matter of where do we go? I don't know if we've explored this entire first continent yet, but we still have the second continent available. Keep in mind, we have not yet seen Breckenary, we have not yet seen Rimmildar, we have not yet seen Cantlin, we have not yet seen the Stones of Sunlight Cave, we have not yet seen the Rainbow Drop Cave.
I'm really surprised he didn't try to finish off that Armored Knight.
I'm sure our runners have an idea of what they want to do, so let's just leave them to it here.
Yeah, but I'm trying to predict, and I'm failing to predict.
Lorgan mentions, perhaps an interesting strategy. Just search one random tile every game and hope for the best. I don't think it'll work like that. Plus, how do you handle the games where there is nothing on the overworld? So, time for an intentional Red Dragon fight, part 2.
Now, the question is, how close will this be coming out of this fight?
Well,
Will he have another chance?
Well, let's see. With 70 agility, at least we have the possibility of attempting to run away. It is possible, it's going to be tight, but it can be done.
I don't know if he can run away.
It is possible, it's just going to be very tight, but Seawolf has to get Princess Gwaelin out of here in order to use the return spell. Outside has not been learned yet, so this is going to be critical.
And
he just Yep.
Yeah, I'm worried that when he runs, he's not going to be put back in the right square.
I think he will be, but he has to run. Or he's choosing to fight. I don't know if he has enough MP to last on a full fight situation, though. I think he has to run. Out of Healmore's, Seawolf is going... Oh, okay. Manages to
He
get
won!
and gets a level up to level 13. Stats 0, 13, 3, 4. Well, there's heal, and I need to check the replay for the others.
He got repel.
We're just missing Hurt more. And fortunately, Seawolf is able to get, oh no, out of MP. So,
Well, at least he can walk back into town, but I think he also forgot that he has wings.
So instead, we're just going to sleep with the princess question mark?
Oh boy. Luigi getting the princess? Not for long.
What about Daisy?
Yeah, that's a good question. What about Daisy?
Well, for whatever it's worth, Gwaylin has now granted the Seawolf her love. What this means is, no matter how far away you are from Tangential Castle, you will be able to know exactly where Gwaylin is, based off of, how far away you are tile-wise.
Oh, we have another cave sighting, just to the west of Garen's grave.
Nice. So, the old man on the bottom of your screen, that is the old man / gardener, as I call him, of Cantlin. All you have to do is find Cantlin, go through the Garden of Death, which is filled with barrier tiles, because of course, plants have to be tended to very carefully, and then talk to him to find coordinates. Also, I think gameboyf9 may have entered that cave or is just exploring it. That does not look like... Uh-oh. Realized how much low MP he was on, but is about to be rocked.
Ouch. Maybe he didn't even recognize that the cave was a cave. Who knows? All I know is that can't have been Mountain Cave. It had to be either the Tablet Cave or one of the Old Man caves. And I am... Oh, he's getting the Silver Heart.
Well, he has the Silver Harp. He's going to get the Staff of Rain by showing the Silver Harp. Or perhaps it's actually giving it away. But first, key purchases to make sure that we are stocked up. So right now, again, experience-wise, it's about even. But knowledge-wise, Game Boy has... I think Game Boy has the edge right now. 2 key items to 1.
Yeah, I think he does have the advantage. Now that could change if Seawolf finds Cantlin before Game Boy does. The problem is, of course, we have no idea where Cantlin is. It's probably hidden away in some crevice as far as possible from Tangential as it can possibly be.
The old man
If that is
just...
worse, the token is in the other corner of the map.
Yeah, the Gardener of Cantlin just taunting us right now. But Seawolf is back in Garen's grave. So, as long as we don't have to worry too much about healing, then Seawolf is able to get that silver harp.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting the harp, unfortunately.
Now, the
Not
magic
this
armor...
one.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying not this run.
Now, the magic armor does heal 1 hit point for every 4 steps, but it's not as efficient as Erdrick's armor, which heals for every 1.
And we're getting access to the face.
One more chance to run. Nope.
Yeah, that was a little graphic.
So now Game Boy is back in Garenham. So here's the question. If you were Game Boy F9, would you attempt to rescue the princess? Or would you attempt to go to the other end of Swamp Cave?
It looks like he's going for the Swamp Cave.
Well, no, I said other end. No matter what, you have to go into Swamp Cave for those 2 situations.
Fair enough.
So, I'll ask again quickly. Princess or other end?
Other end.
I think Game Boy is agreeing with you here, Shoobs. But a magician will block the way out, or never mind. Say hi to Mountain Cave, Game Boy.
Now, did Seawolf get to search all of the chests here? I do not remember.
I only saw the first chest on the first floor, and that was gold.
Fair enough, let's find out. We have all the time in the world to figure it out.
All the time, and hopefully all the MP.
As long as we're not burned to death.
And Seawolf is skipping Garen's grave right now.
I kind of don't blame him at this point.
Alright, Game Boy is very close to level 14. Second chest, magic key.
Both important caves happen to have a key. Unfortunately, one of them was blocked by a key.
And Rainbow Drop Cave found... Ooh, Fighter's Ring is the 3rd one.
Important, but not as important if you found this at level 1.
That is true. And Stones of Sunlight on chest 4.
This is rather important.
There is one more chest. Game Boy was thinking about hopefully warping out, but not going to happen here. And I don't think Game Boy wants to even check the 5th chest here.
I don't think he has to. Actually, the armor can be in a chest, can't it?
The armor cannot, to my knowledge. However, what can be in a chest is the death necklace.
That is true. I think it's the token that can be in a chest, right?
Yeah, token can either be in a chest or on the ground, and in this case, the token was in the search spot in coal.
Oh, we have seen this direction. Never mind.
What we do have, though, is a level 3, 8, 9, 15.
Wow, that's useful.
And now, the rest of the second continent.
Is just mountains and swamp, it looks like. And is it? Is it?
Breckenary!
Motel 6!
This means we have missed Cantlin somewhere on the first continent.
Yeah, like I said, it's in the middle of nowhere. as far as Tantagel as possible.
And for that matter, so is Rimmeldar.
You have a good point there. We haven't seen Rimmeldar either. Yeah, this is turning out to be a seed where I really am starting to think Princess is required, simply because Tantagel is pretty far away from the center of the map. We could see coordinates like 100 to the north and 80 to the west, or something like that. And if anybody had their skin crawl with numbers like that, I don't blame them. However, if it's to the east of Tantagel by about 40, we're probably looking at the second continent.
You think that's where the second continent is situated?
Second continent is at the southern end of the map. We have seen a good portion of west of Tantagel, so I am pretty positive it's to the east of Tantagel at this point.
Is it always at the southern end as Seawolf goes to level 14?
No, it is not always at the southern end. It's just the way this map is situated, and the way my mind is mapping it out.
Okay.
And oh, it looks like Game Boy is agreeing with my choice of getting the princess. He may also be deciding to grind here. I'm not sure.
Well, as silly as this is going to sound, I don't recall the Red Dragons actually doing too much. I think all they've done so far is fight and fight.
And we'd rather have them have Hurt or Stop Spell or something along those lines. Although Stop Spell probably wasn't the greatest of ideas.
So, Up2NG asked, why not rescue the Princess Gwaelin at the start? I don't know, I think he just wanted to explore the other end of Swamp Cave first, but now that we know... Oh boy. Will gameboyf9 rescue? No. gameboyf9 will grind.
I do not blame him for grinding, because this is a good grind spot. However, his hit points is pretty low. It's kind of a middling... Ooh, nice excellent move. It's not the greatest of grind spots at the moment, simply because of his hit points. Otherwise, it's pretty good. He does have a good amount of defense as well.
Seawolf is back in Garen's grave. Also, gameboyf9 needs to take out 4 red dragons, counting this one, to get the 7,500 experience points needed for level 15.
Yeah, I think... Oh, no. He's not going for the princess, which means that... Ooh, nice excellent move. Wow.
And I think Game Boy is leaving to recharge his stats. Not a bad idea. Sleep at the inn, get everything back.
I think he could have taken out another red dragon, but it's his game.
I don't blame gameboyf9 one bit for this one, folks. Now, Up2NG is concerned that Seawolf entered the wrong cave. This is technically a correct move because the silver harp is here. Seawolf never got the remaining items, so this is actually the right thing to do.
And this is the wrong enemy to see it.
Well, not much you can do when red dragons choose to show up here.
Well, at least he's fighting it out instead of trying to hightail it out of town.
That is true. And apparently, speaking of out of town, Game Boy has chosen to go out of town.
I'm still surprised he didn't get the princess, though. Where is Seawolf going? What?
Seawolf realized he entered the wrong passageway, has to go west now.
That was an interesting wrong. Oh, that was where the jerk cave was, and I wasn't even noticing. Unfortunately, he hasn't found Charlock yet, so we're having to go find Charlock. Great.
Yeah, we still haven't found Charlock, Rimmildar, Cantlin, the Stones of Sunlight Cave, or the Tablet Cave.
At this point, we might as well consider that Charlock, Cantlin, and Rimmildar are in the three furthest most tiles away from Tangel. Charlock has its little motels and, shopping center and tourists and all sorts of keys.
I didn't realize the Dragon Lord was attempting, chaos then kindness to keep the position. Nice 100 damage for Seawolf thanks to that excellent move, but still has 2 more transitions to make. 1 more. Another red dragon is in the way.
This is definitely painful here, folks, for Seawolf.
As Game Boy has level 15, 11, 12, 2, 9. At least 1 new spell, if not 2, but which ones? Outside!
And he's returning to Tantagel again.
Hurtmore is locked to level 16, folks. Seawolf has to get to that chest before running into another enemy. No ability to use heal more. Can use 2 heals.
You know what we have not seen much of this run? Fire.
Are you talking the Dragon Lord 2 breath or the basic breath?
Either.
We've seen a Drakima with Dragon Lord 2 breath.
I did say much. I didn't say only.
I mean, it is entirely possible to get some seeds without, a lot of enemies having Dragon Lord 2 breath. Heck, there was a seed I rolled once where the only one who had Dragon Lord 2 breath was Dragon Lord 2 himself. So it is possible. Though I think you're right. At best, maybe I'm guessing 1 or 2 more enemies at most have Dragon Lord 2 breath here, not counting Dragon Lord 2 himself.
Yeah, kind of sad, but what can you do?
Math Girl is asking where the Stones of Sunlight were. They were the final chest in Mountain Cave.
Not the final chest, the 4th chest. The one sitting beside another chest.
You're thinking of the Fighter's Ring. That was in the 4th chest, along with the key. Oh, right, you're right. We never found the 5th chest. Right. So we still have a mountain cave chest at large, but it may not have anything of importance here.
We also have Rimbledar's chest to see what that has. Who knows? Maybe it's the Death Necklace.
We also have the Tablet Cave chest. We also have the Stones of Sunlight chest. And we also, of course, have the 7 chests in Sharlock Castle, 6 in the Pyramid Treasury, and 1 where Erdrick's sword is located in the vanilla game.
That no one ever wants to go look in.
And in all honesty, we're probably not going to go looking there. We have a lot more attack power than HP here, so even if we find the Death Necklace, it's not going to come into play. So, what do I mean by the Death Necklace? So far, we have seen our runners pick up a Cursed Belt. That is an item that will help you look more fashionable, but it's fashion that you cannot remove yourself. You would have to go to Breckenary in order to remove the item. The Death Necklace is another fashion item that basically sticks with you, but this one has a risk-reward system in play. By putting it on, you gain 10 attack power in exchange for a quarter of your health.
And while that seems like a pretty big trade-off, sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes.
Yeah. So, Edgy is wondering what we are wondering. We are still missing Cantlin, Rimmildar, Sharlock, Bonus Cave, Tablet Cave. We have 5 locations unaccounted for here, folks.
And we have damage-broken green dragons.
Thy hits decreased by 9. And Seawolf is about to get the bad news. You have come all this way for Breckenary.
Well, he still has to check, like, almost all of the chests in Mountain Cave.
That is true, but at the very least, Seawolf now has... Go
This
ahead.
is a nasty map.
Yeah, it is.
And I was wrong on the location of Breckenary.
So, where do you think, do you still think, this Swamp Cave Island is still in the southern part?
I think it might be, but I definitely know for a fact that it is not the southern end of the map.
Maybe it's part of an eastern section, because I haven't seen a lot of land to the east.
It probably is an eastern portion, but I'm kind of expecting it now to be on the northern-ish side of the map. We'll find out later. Somebody like McGrew will post the map, I'm sure of it.
But for now, Seawolf is back in Mountain Cave.
And we found a cave! That really isn't all that important, so Game Boy is not even looking. And we found Sherlock! It is, again, pretty gosh darn far away.
Game Boy has found Sherlock!
And to get it out of the way, he's using the Rainbow Drop. I highly doubt he's going inside.
So now, where's everything else? Big swamp area. Nothing. It's a trap.
I think we just saw Breckenary's Island, but he didn't go far enough to really identify it.
Seawolf has not had a lot of luck with combat here. A number of times when he's reached some of these important caves, he has lost a lot of magic. For those that are asking about level 16 experience, that is 9,750. gameboyf9 is approaching it.
And Seawolf has found his Stones of Sunlight. If he can take that one little step.
He takes it. I see a town on Game Boy's side. Which one?
GPS, oh gosh. I just saw that.
Just now?
Yes.
Well, we found Rimmildar, so...
We found it, and we don't care.
We found a cave, and Game Boy doesn't care. We're going to potentially leave 2 caves out... We're gonna leave 2 caves open on the table here. Which means we may never know what's in Bonus Cave or Tablet Cave.
To be fair, we don't need to know.
And Lorgan, I did ask about the Death Necklace possibility earlier, but most likely it's not going to happen here. Unless we get a very big health gain for level 16.
Oh my, Game Boy must have missed Caitlin somewhere. He's probably really confused, as I would be. Then again, it could be even further west from Charlock. We don't know.
Well, here's level 16. Numbers 6, 7, 10, 7. There's your hurt more, everyone.
In terms of ability to fight the Dragon Lord, I say no, even if he had the armor.
Yeah, we have the defense. Attack power's theoretically good, but that's only 11 heal mores in order to go down and hope for the best. That's... I would not be confident with a dive at this point.
Yeah, this is like one of the best seeds to try to go for a strength agility build just to see how powerful it could be. I think you're pretty close to breaking like blue dragons and armored knights in terms of your defensive power, and you certainly have broken Dragon Lord 1.
So, it's a big race to Cantlin. Where is Cantlin? Game Boy is thinking he had passed it somewhere. There's the other cave, and there is Cantlin.
Hiding in a crevice in the middle of nowhere, as far as Tantagel as you can be. Or close to it.
Alright, Captain Green, I know I've had fun with the old man, but I'm gonna let you put the coordinates in on this one. What are they today?
It's 1 to the north and 0 to the south, to the east. No, darn. It's 47 to the north, 22 to the west.
4722 northwest. Ooh boy.
That's like home.
That it is. So it may be countable.
At this point, I don't think he's gonna try counting. It's just not worth it.
And Seawolf has entered Bonus Cave, found a torch. And Bonus Cave is by Cantlin.
It's definitely not on the second continent.
Sorry, Sukiya, but in this case, this is an easy one to get, and I think Game Boy is close to counting it out.
I'm surprised he's counting it out. It's not worth it.
I'm kind of not surprised. Game Boy is a very strong Dragon Warrior Randomizer player. He knows how to count it.
But he has the love. Just use the love.
He doesn't have it. That's Seawolf that does.
Oh! Okay.
And Game Boy doesn't even need it!
Ignore me. I did say it was my call, so I was right, wasn't I? Is it? Are you serious? You're gonna grind on Stone Man?
I think by this point we have learned that Game Boy F9 is miles ahead of us when it comes to knowledge on Dragon Warrior Randomizer. So if anytime we doubt anything, we should just watch him.
I think he's realized that it's probably not the best choice, and he's going to Sherlock to get level 17.
Level 17, by the way, is 12,000 experience points. And, uh-oh.
Did somebody misdirect himself? Because that's in the middle of the swamps, sir.
Let's see the coordinates from Gwaelin's perspective. 47 north, 21 west. Oh, did he?
Yes, he did.
Hopefully he's realized it by now. I think he has.
I think he has too, but I really bet he is slapping his forehead right about now.
So for the record, okay, Seawolf has it now. Basically, what he had done was, mix up which coordinates were opposite. When you use Gwaelin's Love, you... Say again?
Oh, I said I've done that before. I was literally way ahead of my opponent, and I was trying to find a search spot that was in the middle of the sea. And it was just outside of what I could view that I kept trying to find different pathways into the ocean. That took over 30 minutes, by the way.
And, yes, up to NG, I'm well aware that Game Boy has taken the huge experience lead. So right now, I think Game Boy is heading back to Sherlock at this rate.
And if I remember right, there was all sorts of nasty things keeping me from getting to the point where I could fully realize, oh, I am going the wrong direction. Things like red dragons, armored knights, and God knows what else. They just kept coming.
Alright, Game Boy is going to take a rest in Cantlin. And hopefully the dive down Sherlock Castle will not be too bad.
And Cylon, unfortunately, while I am actually very distant from the road, yeah, this is a good pathway for police cars to go in and out. So, yeah.
And now, the audio swap.
Yeah, Game Boy's pretty far ahead here.
So let us follow Game Boy as he dives down each floor, and the music gets creepier, slower, almost tingling-like.
Yeah, that was a really good music thought choice in getting it, in what they decided to do with that. That it really worked out.
Seawolf has now discovered where Sherlock Castle is. Through the secret passage we go. And now here's the pitch change. Of course, the battle music is still the same. And even Seawolf chose to abandon Rimmeldar. He's going in. Seawolf did mention in his bio, always dives roughly when his opponents do, but not always at the levels necessary. History is repeating itself again.
But at least he's deciding to grind here instead of dive fully. Now, what we find on the first two steps, green dragons are relatively easy, so good experience here. I think I also saw a werewolf. I think, though, there is armored knights as well.
Oh no, 2, 1, 3, 4 for level 17. I mean, strength has gone up to green, but we're still at 11 heal mores. This... Now, let's think about this here. Assuming we can keep 11 heal mores down to the end, then right now the way that the damage tables work against Dragon Lord 2. Take your attack power, subtract 100. That's 32. Divide by 2, you get your max possible attack, 16. Divide by 2 again, that's your min, 8. So, average is 12. Dragon Lord 2 can have anywhere between 150 and 165 hit points.
Yeah, I think he's making the smart play here and, grinding. And these armored knights are not doing much to him at the moment. Unfortunately, I think he needs at least another defense or two to fully damage break them.
I think gameboyf9 is going for it right now. But in case he chooses not to, next level requires 14,250 experience.
Yeah, he's killing things, so he really does think that he can do it. Unfortunately, this red dragon may have different thoughts. Although, I think he can 3-hit it. And he's
run away. Final floor. For those that are curious, the Pyramid Treasury is north at this intersection. You require a key to go in there. Now, Game Boy...
I was gonna answer Jake Hopper. Game Boy ended up not having to double dive into at least 2 of the caves, so that's why he's having a much easier go at it.
Seawolf is going to recharge. And Game Boy needs to keep those 11 heal mores available. But we still have one more Guardian tile left to overcome. once we get there. It's not this X Knight. It may be an X Knight, but it's not this X Knight. There's a difference.
And if it's X Knight, it's going to be relatively easy. These things are pretty friendly to him right now.
Alright, who is it? Oh, Game Boy is choosing to recharge first, but this blue dragon may make it difficult. Or you just get the excellent move with 127.
That was, pretty lucky. I'm surprised he didn't use the flute and try to kill it. And this may be a very bad decision.
Game Boy failed to run!
That was a very bad decision.
And is sent away. This is a huge time loss. Sherlock is nowhere near close to Tangigiel Castle. Seawolf, for all intents and purposes, has the same equivalent stats. But this also means same number of Healmores. So really, 16 or 17 does not matter. 18 may make a big difference, but Game Boy F9 would have to get 18 and then capitalize on it immediately.
So he still needs 2 levels worth, though. So he will definitely need to grind. And he may need to out... Ooh, that golem really was not friendly.
Indeed, but if Seawolf is able to keep all of those Healmores, again, it's basically equivalent to if Game Boy F9 were to do this at 17. No virtual... There's no real difference here. And everyone in chat is thinking 18 may be the safe play, because as long as we gain a magic point, that is a 12th Healmore, which may make all the difference. But right now, Seawolf is trying to get through. If he can run away from this red dragon, then he'll have all the Healmores necessary.
And the red dragon may be deciding otherwise.
No, just get away from one dragon and see another instead. But
well,
fortunately,
it is Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that is true. Seawolf does have some herbs left. And wow, we have all 3 dragons in one hallway. And now Seawolf has entered the final floor.
Good luck, Seawolf. It'll be pretty close.
Again,
Especially if it's the red dragon.
yeah, with the defensive power both of our runners have, it's not going to make much of a difference with 98 HP versus 101. And we still don't know who the Guardian is to the Dragon Lord. And it's an Axe Knight!
The best grind! The best!
Alright, Shoobs, if Seawolf manages to win here, do you think it's officially an upset?
Yes. Especially since he's not grinding.
Alright. Seawolf is now a fool. Let us see what happens.
Is an herb, Seawolf.
No, he's using a Healmore on Dragon Lord 1! He has 10 Healmores left for Dragon Lord 2.
That right there likely cost him the entire match. He should have herbed before doing that.
And gets back attacked. I'll try to track the damage. 13 so far.
I don't think he has a chance.
He may have to do a YOLO hurt more. There's 11. 24. Nine, not good. $14, higher end. There's 10.
We're all at the edge of our seats here.
9. $11, 77. This Dragon Lord is not offering up double attacks. Yogita Monk, excellent moves are impossible in this fight.
He realized that he doesn't have a chance.
Going for hurt more strategies at this point. And unsuccessful.
That is most unfortunate.
Again, the big factor there was using a heal more on Dragon Lord 1 without being able to, instead of using herbs. Friday Witch asks, how much can hurt more hit? Up to 65 damage, the same as almost all other hurt more casts. The problem? You have a 1 in 16th shot of landing that hurt more. Here's level 18 for Game Boy F9. Stats. 10, 5, 3, 1! That 1 is enough for the 12th heal more.
Except that he doesn't need it. That 10 strength secures his victory. Game Boy doesn't need the 1 MP. That 10 strength and no other stats would definitely resolved it for him.
I believe you are right. 142 minus 100 is 42. Divide by 2, 21. Divide by 2, technically 10, 5, round down to 10. 10 to 21 damage against the Dragon Lord 2 at this point. So, barring menu mishaps, which have happened before...
He's down 1 heal more, so that could make it a little bit more nail-biting.
Well, technically he's at 10 heal mores. It's still possible, but it's not a guarantee yet.
That's why I said it is nail-biting instead of a sure bet.
Though according to Edgy in chat, this one should be a free one for Game Boy F9. In the meantime, I believe Seawolf is grinding against the Red Dragons in Swamp Cave. Tilo thinks it's a guarantee at this point. I've cleared the calculator, we will count again. As Game Boy now learns that it's the Axe Knight on the Guardian tile. And thus, Game Boy F9 is a fool. 10 heal mores available.
Ooh, that was an early kill.
However, back attack.
Okay, this could be a difficulty. All the RNG is against him this time around, it seems.
Near max hit of 20, now at 31. There's an 18. 49. $17 up to 66.
150 and 165.
Another 17, 83. $14.97. Next hit will take us to triple digits. $11.108.
Wow, this is definitely nail biting.
We need high numbers. 20. That should do it.
Now it's looking good.
18. And I had missed an attack somewhere because gameboyf9 has managed to win. I think I had missed a 19 somewhere in there, but we'll take it.
Yeah, the last 3 hits were extremely high.
But with that, get your GGs out in chat, folks, for gameboyf9 has finished 3-2 with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 1 minute, 43 seconds.
Good game to Game Boy. And we've learned that machines are better than aquatic creatures.
At least for this match. But who knows what the next one will bring? That is the joy and pleasure of a randomizer, after all. Still, at the very least, Seawolf is willing to push on and attempt to finish this off, so kudos to him.
Agreed. Is he searching the rest of the map for something? I'm not sure what he might be interested in. That, or he got lost.
I'm suspecting lost. There we are, there's Sharlock. However, Seawolf likes to recharge up here instead at Rimmeldar compared to gameboyf9 preferring Cantlin.
Yeah, it seems like a weird choice, but whatever.
Cheaper ends?
Not that much cheaper.
Alright, we are trying to get Game Boy to join us for an interview, but no response yet.
He may be doing family stuff at the moment.
In the meantime, Seawolf is now back in Sharlock.
And unlike Game Boy, he is not opting to grind on his way down to 18.
Another golem. But we haven't had a lot of fairy flute usage. I would consider it because I would think a sleepy enemy is you can always run away from.
Yeah, enemies that are asleep you can always run away from. Always. I don't think you can fail at all. Regarding that, Lorgan, in terms of grinding against an Axe Knight versus a Green Dragon, I would probably prefer the Green Dragon over the Axe Knight. I have more hit points, so I don't know if he is going to grind on anything at all.
As I said, level 16 and 17 were possible, but you needed luck on the damage rolls. 18 was still kind of scary, admittedly.
But we have somebody joining us.
Yep, speaking of 18, here is gameboyf9 times 2, I guess. GG!
Blech. That's what I think about my performance. That was... Oh, man, that was a ridiculous seed.
The map was evil.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen a map as convoluted as what we've had here today.
Yeah, you're right. And like the level 17 stats were just so borderline to me. I was thinking to myself, 12 times 10. Oh no, 12 times 11, excuse me. That was just like so borderline to me, so... I mean, because what if the Dragon Lord had 165 health? And then when I played my level 18 fight, I didn't notice that I had to heal more again and totally missed it after my... but fortunately I had enough to win anyway, but...
So I can tell you at this point, Dragon Lord 2 had 161, so that last hit did matter.
Yeah. Yeah, what was I at? 147. So yeah, I could have lost.
I don't think you're as far away from losing as you thought, because we're gonna see Seawolf here try again.
Oh, did Seawolf try? Did Seawolf try before I did?
He was able to get to Dragon Lord before you, but he made what most of us would consider a tactical error during Dragon Lord 1, which basically prevented things from working out.
And we may see it again here. Good boy, Seawolf.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, first time around he used Heal More against Dragon Lord 1.
Ew.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they demand.
Well, I tell you what, I do feel like I was fortunate to make it into the brackets tonight. That's for sure, and avoid what would have been a very difficult play-in race.
Yeah, I mean, this entire tournament has been filled with stars all over. Both the newcomers and the veterans have shown it ain't over until the ball of light is returned.
Yep. And yeah, I tell you what, the Seawolf has improved a lot in the last 2 years. So I mean, he didn't do so well in the first 2 tournaments, but he did very well in the Chaos tournament, if I recall. I think he did well in the Chaos tournament. He was either in the brackets or 1 and 2. I forget now off the top of my head now, but he has definitely improved since the beginning of this randomizer. So, GG, he's definitely played well here.
I would agree. And unfortunately, all I can hope for is to win my match and hope to get into that almost impossible race.
Who are you against again, Shoobs?
Somebody that I don't recognize. I think it actually is our restreamer.
Yep.
Hi, restreamer. Good luck.
Speaking of good luck, Seawolf
Oh,
barely made it.
that
Yay.
was close.
That 15 damage was just enough.
So, how did you all like that start? That was a fun start.
That was a start, yes. Definitely a start.
And it was definitely a finish as well. Get your GGs out in chat, folks. The theseawolf1 has finished this race with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, 50 seconds. But going back to the start, yeah. I was never expecting to see a pseudo big swamp seed that I did not roll.
Yeah, I know. We can't blame you for this one, Wolfman.
Unfortunately, but yeah.
Oh, hey, Shubinator!
Hey now.
But even then, the seed wasn't that nasty at all in the long run. It only took quite a while to get enough hit points to get out of that swamp to get some equipment. I mean, you decided to actually get defensive equipment. Did not get any equipment until his gold grinds.
Yeah, I picked up hand axe eventually, and then I was able to grind, and then I got my gold grind off. Well, I missed the gold grind the first time, and then I was like, no, we're gonna get this correct the second time.
And I believe we have our second racer here, Seawolf. How are you doing?
Was like, no, we're gonna
good.
get this. Yeah, good game, Seawolf. So, how many beers did you wind up drinking when it was all said and done?
That'd be 2.
Yeah, I also had 2. I enjoyed my Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which I mentioned in the SRL chat, and the Fatheads Starlight German-style Lager. They were both excellent beers, let me tell you.
Too bad that you didn't drink one solely because you killed a Star Wars.
No, I had both mine done with the first 40 minutes. I was grinding in the mountains, trying to get past that swamp. It was just, I guess I'll keep killing these magicians and scorpions until I get more HP or a heal spell.
Yeah,
I was doing.
Yeah, the beginning swamp was not that great. Go ahead, Game Boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I pretty much did the same thing. I think I barely got out, and then I found Cole. I'm like, come on, Erdrick's armor, Erdrick's armor, Erdrick. Oh.
You see, Erdrick's took it. It's like, so close, so close. And the armor was all, I finally found a Cantlin way out in the boonies, and you had to go all the way back to the castle to find the armor. So you were not finding that anytime soon. No way.
Yeah. At least it wasn't on the second continent, because that probably could have ended up driving both of you nuts. I know. I thought that it was in the southeast corner of the map at some point, and then I decided later on that it probably wasn't because somebody ended up going into Breckenary, and I saw land that I thought I might have recognized. Yeah.
Yeah, I crossed the swamp cave, like, alright, easy town, easy life, let's find some keys, let's find some hints, let's find Breckenary. How you doing?
Yeah. Who found Cantlin first ultimately?
I assume
You did.
I was way late on that.
Yeah, Game Boy, you found it first, and then there was actually a strategy divergence that came into play kind of late. So, Seawolf, you chose to rescue Princess Gwaelin on one of your earlier attempts. Game Boy F9, you never did. Game Boy, you were able to count it. Seawolf, did you misplace the love somehow? Because I think you ended up at the opposite end at first.
I misplaced it. I simply don't know how love works. Therefore, I went the wrong direction. Yeah, I did north just fine. I started going west, but I should be going east because Whalen obviously is self-centered. So, yeah, I went the wrong direction there.
You are not the only one who has done that in a race.
I've done it multiple times. There's nothing new here.
Hey, I had the same thing happen on commentary for a Zelda 1 randomizer race where I missed is west, and ironically it was on a match where one of the runners had to mention that east is not west, so of course I get it wrong there.
Yeah, I'm still remembering that one race where I kept trying to go into the middle of the ocean and could not.
Yeah, water's a problem in this game. Dragon Warrior 2, not so bad. Dragon Warrior 1, you're not getting into water.
Yeah. I can't count the number of times I went across that southern part of the map thinking that I would get to those coordinates. And running into every single red dragon you possibly could trying to cross the desert.
Yeah, speaking of dragons, I'll mention that the Garen's Grave and the Mountain Cave both basically had Charlock-style enemy sets. So I know I died a few times trying to get to Mountain Cave at all. Like, I finally got there with higher stats endgame, and I found all the goods. But I got thrown out there a good 4 or 5 times by Art and Knights.
Yeah, Seawolf, Game Boy never had to return to start in his cave attempts. I apologize. If he did, you might have won.
Well, it depends. And also, my other choice was I saw that Armin, the Axe Knight, as the Guardian, and he was like, hit me for 1. I'm like, I should have just grind level here. It'd be so easy and so dumb not to. I was like, I'll put Dragon Lord, why not? And I got smoked.
Speaking of Dragon Lord, I think what really didn't help, your first fight against the Dragon Lord, please walk us through why you did what you did, because I'm not sure I understood the play.
The play was I was rolling straight 9s. I was like a backwards slot machine. So I was rolling more 9s than a bad bowler. So I was like, I have to throw hurt more at some point.
Before Dragon Lord 2, first attempt.
Oh, let's see. What I do there? Remember.
You heal more on Dragon Lord 1.
Oh yeah, because I had 48 HP. So I figured if I got ambushed, and I did get ambushed, and he fire breath, and he did fire breath, and did for max, I would have died. So I kind of had to. I didn't want to. I had like 48 HP exactly. I was like, if he's going to ambush me, because I was really fine the whole walkway down, and then in the basement, I got ambushed by a golem, ambushed by a dragon, ambushed by a golem, ambushed by a star weapon. I'm like, suddenly being ambushed like crazy, which means I'm probably due for an ambush right about now. And once I saw 48, I'm like, I can't risk being ambushed and fire breath and killed, and walking all the way across the map again.
Yeah, our points aren't the heal more specifically. We're wondering why you didn't use an herb.
I thought about it too, but I was like, I don't know, I was in the, I want to save all my heal mores for that thing. Use that one to figure the health would be there. But yeah, I should have fished for a stop spell or a punch. It would have been nice. But I won't lie. I actually got lucky a few times. I got a few stop spells this time around, but I haven't seen a stop spell from Dragon Lord in like 8 seeds. So I just gave up on the concept.
Yeah, I made my own tactical error. I attacked the Dragon Lord on 46 HP, and fortunately it was enough HP to win, but because I thought, oh, I just got my double attack, I'm in good shape, and then, oh, crap.
Yeah, it happens. I definitely, my last Red Dragon grind before you finished, I was like, okay, I'll do this thing, and I was like, oh, press right and down to get heal more. My thumb's like, that's a funny way to spell fight, and I fought. So, yeah, that ended up badly. It happens.
I think next time we're gonna ask for a thing where if we go up down left right BA start, we get a new map.
And that was intriguing.
Problem, that's one too many BA, so wouldn't that just be nullified?
Not sure.
Believe it or not, you can do BA as many times as you want for the Konami code in Contra and have it work.
Intriguing. But,
I did not know that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Well,
you can do it 30 times if you want, if you can do it fast enough under the title screen. And it won't matter.
Yeah, the map again. Like last season as well, the map is very linear. It forces you directions. A lot of dead ends, a lot of small nooks and crannies. But to get to the goods, you had to walk a very specific path and then go back around that way. So you were kind of forced in your options, especially that swamp there. You were forced to wait and you were forced to go only one direction only.
Yeah, we've had a lot of maps that we've kind of been forced to go one direction. So, but anyway, I'd like to thank the commentators and thank you, Shoobs and Wolfman, for the commentary. Look forward to hearing the replay, and thanks Captain Green for the restream and Cyberdark for the tracking. I really appreciate everyone.
I will apologize right now if you hear police officers and you hear guitars.
Like right now?
The first question that comes to my mind is did Blondie visit your place or something?
No, for some reason, police sirens can come into my room pretty easily, and this is a corridor for police to go through.
Okay. Careful with the Blondie Sting double combo concert joke. So be it.
I missed that because I don't really go to concerts very often.
When you said guitars, I was like, oh, guitars and the bars and you know that one, Rapture.
I see. No, my roommate likes to play a lot of bass, and it can sometimes get a little loud.
Alrighty, so again, thanks to the tech team in the background. The chat, this is your first match of the week. Well, 2 weeks actually, so you got a long duration for this second or final round to get to the plane race and the big stuff, the brackets. So you have plenty of races to watch yet.
Indeed. Seawolf, good luck in the play-in race. Game Boy, you get to relax.
Yay!
That'll be fun.
And thank your commentators, Shubinator, Wolfman 2000, Captain Green 7, and I know there was a fourth person, but I don't remember what their name is.
Cyberdark 86.
Wolfman.
Alright, we need to wrap things up. If you stick around in the next 10 minutes, we will have the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Weekly Race. So stick around as we go from one role-playing randomizer to another. For everyone here, this is Wolfman 2000 saying, until next time, watch out for Drogon Lords. Good night, everyone.